Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I have a Toyota Sienna with the brake pedal that goes to the floor, and it sure does. It goes all the way down to the floor. So what I want to do, let's open the hood. Let's see. So we got a police officer over there. We want to check the level, and the level's a bit low. And it definitely made a trail over here. And it's coming from this wheel. Alright, so we're gonna lift this up. We're gonna take the wheel off and we're gonna inspect it. Oh yeah, they're leaking everywhere. And I think it's from right there. So this is where the leak, I believe, is coming from, right over there. Let me see if I can show you guys this. I don't know if this will focus, but right over there, it looks like it's leaking. And it looks like the tire has actually swung all this brake fluid everywhere. I don't think it's coming from, it's not coming from the piston here, from the piston area. Pretty sure it's from over there. I connected the bleeder here with this adapter right in there. I put just a little bit of pressure because it looks like it's a big enough leak. And let's go back here and see. And we could see right over there where it's dripping, but I want to pay attention to see if any of these other ones are leaking or not as well. And it seems like the rest of the spots are dry. Everything else here, that bleeder is dry, that hose right there looks dry, but we're gonna have to replace, I might recommend replacing everything here, as well as that rubber hose right in there, as you can see right there, because this here is damaged. It's all swelled up and stuff. So all right, I'll take the pressure off of the system. Release the pressure there. Okay. And then we could take this off. So I just got to write up an estimate now for the customer to replace these things. I might call Toyota for this actually, and ask them how much it's going to be. This is how you check for a leak. This was pretty easy because the leak was pretty big and it was external. Sometimes if it's internal, you'd have to check inside the brake booster with a camera, because I've seen that where master cylinder seal fails and it leaks the fluid in there. 3 days later for me, but it's the same day for you guys. We're back with this 2000 something Toyota Sienna with a brake fluid leak, and I got all the parts I need. So we're gonna lift this car up and start replacing those brake lines. All right, we'll take the wheels off. We're gonna take a look what we got in here. Clean the rim after. Oops. Sorry. Maybe I'll move you guys up a little bit. Okay, the way this is started, I'm gonna break my GoPro by the end of this. Okay, you guys probably can't see anything of what I'm doing. So right over here, I'm gonna disconnect this line. I think it's probably a 16, 17. What is that? Customer gave me the okay to replace both rubber hoses and the other one. So that's what we're gonna do. And that's what we're gonna do. This up here is a 10 mil. Usually they're 10 mil. Sometimes they're 11 as well. I've seen them. You know, my hope is that the brake fluid acted like a lubricant, and they're not that hard to come off, but I don't know, maybe I'm hoping for too much. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully I don't drop my GoPro. But right over here, I'm gonna let's attempt to loosen this up. And I know you guys might say in the comments, where is your flare nut wrench? And you'd be asking the correct question, but short answer is it broke. I don't have any of the expensive stuff. I got the cheap stuff, and it broke. So we gotta do what we gotta do with what we got. All right, penetration and heat, that's what we need. We got the penetration. Let's try and get, we got the heat. Let's try and get the penetration now. I hope I'm not spraying the camera. We'll let this sit for a little bit. Something that nobody ever does, unless you're the comment section, and you always do everything perfectly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what we like to see. Come on. That's why they call me the brake boss. Sometimes I fix them. Sometimes I don't. But it's getting a little bit hard. Let's see. Let's penetrate some more. Let me ask you guys a question. What is your favorite penetrating fluid? I've tried a lot of them. The CRC Freeze Off, which I think I ran out of. I might have just a little bit left in the van. That one is pretty good, especially when I use it with heat, because it's you're supposed to spray it and it shoots out this very cold air and fluid, obviously penetrating fluid. So when you use it with heat, I'm able to, you know, the fluid will get in there better. But what is your favorite penetrating fluid? Ugh, man. That should be good enough. Look at this thing right here. This thing is just destroyed, and that comes welded as part of the control arm, I believe. Not much I can do about that. I'm gonna have to secure it somewhere. They sold me this one here, that clamp there, and I think there's one more up there. That's the only one they sold me. You cannot get that one separately. This one is part of the control arm, so there's not much I can do about this. If it breaks, well, we're gonna have to just tie it or something and let them know, you know, in order to properly secure it, yeah, it will need the control arm. So I'll let the customer know about that. I'm gonna attempt to take this 10mm off. Everything becomes a hammer. Ah, man. This whole freaking control arm is rusted. I'll attempt to heat it up. We give them exactly 3 seconds for them to do their magic. Oh man, it's on there. The thing is, I need to secure this somehow. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna come off either. This one should come off. I'm not too worried about this one because this one will separate. Yep. I know it was gonna break. It was not much I could do there, guys. Unfortunately. But do have to do something over here. And what I might do is cut this because we don't got time to waste. So, where are they? Let's cut it. I'm gonna cut it somewhere. Where do I cut them? If I cut it up here, will that fit? Probably not. Cut them over here. Oh yeah. Look at that. Shmoney. We making shmoney. Good. This also should come out over here. Right at the back here. This should be pretty much off. I just pried in there and it came off like that. So now if I pull this back and I can twist this, well, one should not twist, so you get the idea. So I want to twist this like that, right? But I'm gonna hold this with the 10 mil and then twist it. Sorry you guys can't see it very well. I don't know what my 10mm is. Where did I leave you? Oh, there's a 17. I don't need that right here. Oh yeah. I think we got it. No, we don't. I don't think we got it. Alright, I'm cutting the, I had a new banjo or a new flare nut for this in the vehicle. So I'm gonna cut this out, make it straight. I'm gonna flare it. We should be good to go. My batteries are dying a little bit, so hopefully I can capture as much as I can for you guys here. Okay, so cut that. That's good. This is my new flare nut. I'm gonna put that in here. It's got this protective covering over this line, so we're gonna have to cut that a little bit. So I'm gonna do just a basic flare. Should be good enough for this. Usually I have not had any issues with any leakage or anything like that doing it this way, so this is what I know, this is what I'll do. I'm sure there's better ways, but I'm just gonna do it this way. Hold on. Mistake. I gotta flip my tool the other way. Thank God I caught it. Okay, the most important thing about this is make sure you're going in there center, otherwise it will mess up the flare. Okay, keep going. That should be good. Let's take a look. Okay, that's a very good flare. I don't think we'll have any leaks from that. I'll take the tool off. Yeah. Man, I should have been done already. Oh no. Okay. Flare is not looking good. a little bit, a very small part of it has a tiny fracture, and I don't want this thing to develop leaks. So what I'll do, cut it flush, and hopefully I have enough to make a new flare. Man, that looked good. I just went a little bit too far. Okay, looks like a perfectly good flare to me. Hopefully you can see that. Anyways, well, looks good. I got 2 clips like this, brand new. So a good thing with this is that there is a brake wire here, so I could just, you know, zip tie it to that, and it should stay secure. Alright, so this is where we're at. I connected the lines right in there, clamp right there, this is tight, connected it right there, that's tight, and also right at the top over there as well, that is also tight. Alright, so that's the best I can do. They're gonna have to replace this. Only thing left to do now is do a brake bleed and make sure we don't got any leaks over here. The GoPro camera sucks at focusing, but no leaks there and no leaks there, so should be good to go. We'll open this up and we'll get the air out. So right now we're getting the air out. I see no leaks from any of the fittings. And you can see all the air coming out. It should be a nice stream of fluid that comes out. We still got air, and we're gonna do this for all of the wheels. I'm going to do a flush on all of the wheels, but there's still air in the system because it keeps coming out. You can see the bubbles in there, but I think we're gonna call this a fix. After we're done with the brake bleed, we're gonna take it on a road test, and it should be good. Sometimes closing this and opening it back up allows the pressure to build back up, and sometimes you can get more air out, just like that. Got a nice steady stream coming from the bottom. I drove the car. The car seems to be good. The pedals seemed good. I did not see any leaks. Okay, no more leaks here. This car is all good. Okay guys, this car is done. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video.